because oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, that's something. And that sorry for the heavy topic today. We're gonna talk for another topic that is also heavy, but we're gonna be, but we're gonna at least we're gonna be at least we're gonna watch it from the eyes of someone who, or words of someone who's at least more, a little more cheerful. Hello, Ludwig. I meant to watch this video for a long time, but this is gonna be the second video, effectively second video of the day. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. This is called Twitch is collapsing, which is kind of ironic considering what it is on Twitch. Kind of ironic. Let's watch this. I caught the. I started watching Ludwig's channel when he was featured on when both of he was featured on Asmongold stuff, and after I spied his presence in Iron Mouse's stream, yeah, those two things kind of pointed me in his direction. But I have no idea what's happening on Twitch right now. I have no idea what this controversies and stuff are happening. So I'm curious. So hello YouTube. We're gonna watch this video right now.
The past 2 weeks on Twitch have been crazy.
Yeah.
The things that have come out, the drama, the scandals, the new information,
Yeah.
is insane. It's probably the most drama-filled month in the history of Twitch. It's
Wouldn't surprise
exploding
me.
in front of our eyes. And welcome back to Mogul Mail. We got to cover everything today. But let's go back to the start. All right? If you missed anything, I will cover it all. It all started about 22 days ago when Cutie announced Shit Camp. That is her big event. It involves a bunch of creators
Don't know
all
about
working
it.
together to foster friendships and then also create content that is bigger than the sum of its parts. However, there was some initial feedback that was kind of negative about the event, especially on the livestream fail subreddit that said this event is an easy skip because Soda Poppin is not going to be there. And that wouldn't really matter normally. However, one of the big people that were meant to go, XQC, biggest streamer on the platform, decided to not go the day of. How did he let the people know who were running the event that he was not going? He typed it in his offline chat, which he now admits was wrong to do, but here it is. This is it. He said, I'm not going. Soda's not going. I don't feel like it. I need Soda to run good stuff for me to feel comfortable, all that, yada, yada, yada. He's kind of left the event with somewhat of a bad taste in the people who were there, and also maybe some of the viewers. It helped perpetuate the narrative that they were already sharing. Now, X has apologized for this. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're just talking about what happened. All right? At the event goes great. E-Rob gets banned. Feels bad, man.
I think that's kind of a that's kind of a prime example of people kind of running with their own narrative of things. That's usually how it happens. They have their own narrative and they just run with it.
After the event, Soda Poppin does a podcast with his brother D-Kane, and in it says this. Let's listen in.
And also, Wrath is coming out, so I told him way before, hey, I'm not going. I'm
Right.
sorry. Like I want to say like months before.
Month before.
Okay. All right, so let's just repeat what he said there. Wrath is coming out. World of War.
Soda Poppin. I know Soda Poppin. I know Soda Poppin started in whole Warcraft thing, a Warcraft scene. So obviously he's gonna be very interested in actually participating in Wrath. So Wrath of the Lich King, Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out somewhere around here. So between making content out of the game, he was kind of born out of, if I'm not mistaken, to going on this shit camp. I don't think the choice was any hard to make.
World of Warcraft. Sorry, I'm a little bit boomery here. And he's not going. And he says, I told them I'm not going to go. Well, here's the thing. That clip of Soda Poppin was shown to XQC, and then XQC watched it, felt like his back was against the wall, and gave his real reason for not going right here.
Like I had to make a choice. I was cornered into choosing between family and Sammy, and unfortunately, what happened is that I kind of just chose family.
This is heavy stuff, all right? If you don't understand, XQC is talking about the real reason for him not going being he had some personal issues with his relationship and his family. Sammy was his ex-girlfriend, and he had to choose in some situation that they were in
don't like that.
between his family and between his girlfriend.
I don't like when people impose choices between something and something. especially if it's like both important things. Obviously, if it's like family and fucking playing Minecraft on Sunday, you're obviously gonna choose family, right? That's not a hard choice to make. That's just arbitrary choice at this point. But if it's a choice between family and say a relationship, or family and an important job, or friendship and something else, don't really like those choices myself. I had to make those a few times. Still have to sometimes. I believe so. I have to, but I don't really like them. I don't really like people who impose this choice. I mean, I don't. It's not. It's a wrong way to say it. I don't. I can like people who do these choices things, because sometimes there is understandable reasons for them making the decision to actually impose that choice onto someone. There can be reasons, but I just don't like those choices to begin with.
And that was a situation that he was in, and that was the reason he did not go. Not the soda poppin' is not there. But because that clip that said I told them I was not going was shown to XQC, and he interpreted it as I told him I'm not going, he shared this information, which led to a crazy saga where they had a very, very, very public breakup because Sammy saw that, aka Adept, then talked about what she felt about the situation. Then XQC reacted to what she was talking about,
Obviously.
her reaction to him, and then they ended up talking together online, which led to this moment, which is crazy that this was broadcast.
You know how I am.
Yeah, honestly, this is one of the reasons why I don't literally. This is one of the reasons I became a VTuber. This is one of the reasons I became a VTuber. I don't really want that. I don't really want that. I don't want my personal disputes, my personal feelings about things, my looks, my stuff like this. I don't really want everything of that being in an influence to whatever I produce in any shape or form. Like, sure, you're gonna know my personality. Sure, you're gonna know my past. Sure, you're not gonna know my worries, my personal experiences and opinions. I'm a fuck knows I have a lot of those. But still, I don't want to be engaging in a level of in such a level of open social knowledge of myself as a public breakout like an XQC did.
Okay, I don't cut it halfway. I have to go all the way. I don't have any things above my head all fucking day.
I
Fucking-
can't do this with you anymore. You are not a victim
Okay,
here. You have
you're
never
not-
been
you're
a
right.
victim
Okay,
here.
okay,
I'm done speaking with
okay,
you.
I'm done
You
as
are
well.
not a victim.
It's okay,
Stop victimizing
okay.
yourself.
This is the Kendrick Lamar "We Cry Together" moment of Twitch. It's the biggest streamer in the world that had 120,000 viewers. Crazy. And this is where the story would normally end. However, in the midst of all of this is when Slicker came out as a scammer. That's when this whole thing, he was sending the videos to people. I made a Mogul mail about this a couple days ago that goes a little more in depth about it. But basically, this streamer Slicker was revealed to be scamming almost like 100 people out of over $300,000.
Fuck's sake.
Crazy, crazy stuff
Fuck's
there.
sake.
Here's the total tally.
There are over 55 people on this
Uh-huh.
server owed money right now, and the total scammed is over 384,000.
Way more
Oh
than I thought.
Jesus.
And what did I learn from these 55 people? Well,
CoffeeZilla goes more in depth about that. And quick little bow tie on that one, by the way. Me and XQC are teaming up to pay people back. Why XQC? I think in part he feels guilty because he's earned a lot of money gambling. Maybe it's a good PR thing. Maybe he's just rich and doesn't care. Why am I doing it? Because you will probably see a
Good guy.
stupid mobile game sponsor on Mogul Mail in the next month or so. And that's all I have to do is do one little sellout that hopefully you guys are okay with, and I can make dozens of people's lives a lot better.
Yeah. That's
It's like a worthwhile trade-off. All
I
right?
can. I guess that's true. I never really considered that before. If there is a noble cause for it, like giving away money, giving back money to like people who really need it, they really need it. I imagine people who were scammed out of thousands of dollars, they really do need it, especially it's like tens of thousands of dollars. And if that was the goal, honestly, if that was the goal, I'd take it. I'd take a shitty sponsorship. I'd take it. Usually, I'm not even gonna consider this as of right now because I'm way too small to consider any sponsorships whatsoever. That's not even a factor in my existence. Uh, Usually, I think, but theoretically, let's just theorize. Let's theorize and speak about this thing theoretically. If, in theory, usually I would, in theory, accept only things I like. Like I play games. I play a game. I like the game. I would probably accept sponsorships from the game. I would probably accept a sponsorship of, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy. I would probably accept it. I like this. I like the game. I would probably accept it. Would not accept it from Overwatch. Fuck Overwatch. I would play it, but I will not. I will not. Blizzard can. Yeah, Blizzard is not my favorite company at this moment. Not my favorite company. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I will only recommend what I enjoy unless that recommendation will give me resources to give back to other people. Let's say it like that.
All right, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind shilling out for some terrible mobile game, unless they're listening to this, in which case your mobile game's great, in exchange for doing a positive good.
I mean, some mobile games are decent. There's a few mobile games I found that are basically diamonds in the rough. In terms of monetization, in terms of storytelling, in terms of music. God, some music on these games are amazing. Is amazing. Gameplay is also. I wouldn't say it's like deep gameplay. Like, obviously, you have to detract some depth from the game. Considering you only have so many buttons you can press on the screen, right? Before you find yourself that you fill the entire screen with buttons, which is not the best gaming decision you can make.
That's that there. Very good, very awesome. Slicker, by the way, has got his sub badge removed. He is no longer a partner on Twitch. He's not even an affiliate anymore. He's not banned yet. I think he should definitely be banned.
He should.
But at the moment, not banned, but cannot make money on the website. And
Good.
that's where you would think the story would end. That's where you would think the story would end. And in
But
like conjunction with the Slicker story, there was a big movement. People were using that as a big movement to remove gambling on Twitch, which I think is an okay thing to do, by the way.
Obviously.
The first thing you should do in any situation is make sure the victims are okay, which is what I did. I offered to pay for the victims, and that's the step I'm doing to make sure the victims are okay. The second thing is, and I think it is okay to use momentum talking about how gambling is bad to make a positive change for the future, aka remove gambling on Twitch.
yes.
Now, the gambling Slicker was doing wasn't even slots, right? To be clear, he was gambling on like tennis matches and golf matches.
Oh.
Gambling is still the topic, and if you can,
Oh, I know this. I know this kind of thing. Match predictions, right? It's match predictions gambling. Basically, who will win? I place my bet on this guy. Yeah, I know this one. A lot of people did that. In several places I was participating in, a lot of people did that. There were a lot of sports enthusiasts, and they did the whole. To be fair, it was kind of innocent there, because it was like $5. $5. I get $5 if my star athlete win this. So $5, it's really not that big of a deal, especially considering that everyone was in on it and everyone was like, yeah, we agreed to it. So it's one thing to do this sort of thing in a group with people you like, and the people who consented. But doing it as a scam to earn money from people, that's no.
to make positive change, I think that's fine. And that's what someone like Mizkif did. Like, if Twitch should ban gambling. Even Pokimane did the same thing.
Of
Got
course.
a bunch of likes for it. I would say a little maybe less genuine when it came from Mizkif, because I don't think he was as concerned with the victims as maybe riding the momentum to say screw gambling.
Yeah. A lot of the street Twitch streamers, and I know this. A lot of Twitch streamers, big ones especially, they're not really exactly the most genuine people on earth. They're not. It's a culture. It's a culture thing, I think, in a lot of ways. Twitch has its own culture of content creators. YouTube has its own, obviously. You have to play the game. You have to play the game to win the game. I'm not judging anyone for like doing the whole trend writing and everything. I can't. I don't feel like I can, considering I am a VTuber in a world where VTubing still is very much a rising trend. I'm not. My entire existence is effectively following a trend which I have followed for a while now. I'm not. I have enough self awareness to not judge someone by doing something I'm doing, especially if that sort of trend can potentially lead to something positive, like banning gambling effectively.
You know, he's done gambling sponsorships in the past, and from that came a really weird thread because Miskiff was really riding this "we gotta ban gambling" thing. Even Asmongold said, "How is Slicker not banned?" All right.
Well, I think Asmon is very Asmongold as a person. He's very level headed. He's one of those people who's like I don't think he does the whole trend writing as much because he's way too rich for it. He doesn't really need money at this point. He himself said that he doesn't fucking need money at this point, which is admirable. And despite the fact that he has more money that he knows what he's doing, what to do with, he still lives in his attic effectively.
We should definitely ban him for scamming people.
Yeah, obviously.
Train said, you know, this whole thing about how it was actually horse racing and tennis bets, and it wasn't actually slots gambling. You shouldn't try to target people like me. Miskiff replied.
Okay, Trainwreck. Because your pals decided it was in their best interest to use and platform the very person that scammed everyone for his course racing and tennis bets to somehow twist it and wager their war against me. And we both know deep down why the insecure little man is doing it. Okay. Hello, Starry Night.
Replied to that saying, if you're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Jolt Coin a few years?
If you're going to deplatform people for scamming others, okay.
I don't really know the reference. I guess.
I don't know the reference either. I haven't really followed the Twitch culture as much as I have been following the VTuber community, and most of the VTuber community I haven't been following was on YouTube. Oh yeah, my some videos. Fuck. Hello, that one legendary. Thank you for the subscription.
Legendary just subscribe.
That one veteran legendary. But yes, is it something serious? It is pretty serious. We have been talking about serious topics recently, and we have been watching some serious videos. This is the video that Ludwig did that basically addresses the last month's worth of controversy. It hasn't. I don't think it includes everything that came after 21st of September. Don't think it doesn't obviously include everything that came after 10th of September, but as you can probably see, very serious. I'm gonna watch the funny video soon after that one, like the funny Saints Row sucks. And the funny New World timeline of failure thing, and then Red Dead Game Redemption. But I hope this is the final video that is like very serious and drama filled, because before that it was a lot of serious stuff. You're gonna see probably in the VODs. Yes, I know. I have been kind of dreading this moment. Oh man, the founder. Oh man, you're the founder now. How long the founder thing lasts? Like, what's the founder? I don't really understand how the founder system works. Ooh, thank you.
On a veteran legionary just gifted 10 subs.
Thank you. That one veteran legionary for gifting me 10 subs. Oh man, Dire Dunk Alsrian, Jeep Elbow Mimic, Aran Valakria, Extel Kill, the Ashborn, Bishop the Warforged, Ace of Spades. Oh, Leho! Leho, you got hit with a subscription. Thank you for the 10 subscribe. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. My lord, this is the second time this happened until this time. The first time it ever happened to me was when. Oh, dear lord. Dear fucking lord. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you. Oh, brother. Okay. Oh, the one, that one, legendary. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Oh man. Let's just continue the video.
Train at some point
Oh
to
my
a
god.
crypto called Jolt Coin to make money.
Yeah.
The
Obviously.
Train replied with an absolute bomb. All right, they were trading jabs, and he went for the Hail Mary uppercut. Said, "Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to rail?"
Found a veteran legionary gifted.
Thank you, Legionary, for gifting one more sub.
Legionary gifted a tier 1 sub to Starry Night _Fs. They have given 11 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, my dear assistant, for saying that out loud. Thank you, Legionary, for gifting another sub. Thank you, Legionary, for gifting like 11 subs. I appreciate it. Everyone who got gifted subs, if you're in chat, use the emotes. Feel free. They're my pride and joy. My artist Aya worked on them tirelessly. Right after we did the model thing. It was right after the emotes. Thank you. Use the emotes well. I appreciate it.
Railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. Wow. All right,
Yes.
what are they referring to here? Let me break it down.
Wow. That's what. Okay. You know what? That's also a thing I hate about these big tier big tier Twitchers, streamers. They all have dirt on each other. Pretty much all of them. That's a guarantee. They all have dirt on each other. Lots of dirt on each other, and they keep quiet. They keep quiet until something happens that makes them say this. All right. Apologies. Makes them say this out loud. They all have shit on each other. All of them. That's just not a thing that is untrue. That's just a thing.
There is a good friend of Mizkif, a guy that Mizkif lives with, called Crazy Slick. He's a streamer in his own right.
You look at that. There's two slicks that got into trouble at the same time. Two slicks.
Crazy Slick had was accused of sexual assault by a streamer named Adriana Lee.
Normal Slick is gambling. Crazy Slick is being crazy.
About a year ago, and it kind of died out very quickly.
Obviously, it did.
The general story went that they were at a party together. She was feeling very sick, very drunk. Went to a bed to be by herself. Crazy Slick went in, and then when she was like passed out, not really fully there with full consciousness, touched her inappropriately. Right? That's what Adriana said. And then Slick was like, "No, I was just checking her pulse," which is weird to do. You don't. What are you?
I was just shaking her pulse. Yeah, it's this drama. He was just shaking her pulse. Okay, Legendary, since you're here, what if you think someone is passed down on the floor after drinking, right? is your first instinct to check their pulse? Like everything that is visibly alive, like just passed out drunk after drinking. Checking pulse. I'm wondering what the fuck did he check her pulse then? If after that it was said that he touched her inappropriately, did he check her pulse on her boobs? Maybe. That's not pulse checking.
Like Dr. House, that you don't have to do that. That's a weird thing to do. Shouldn't touch someone who doesn't want to be touched, and especially who can't consent to being touched, right? Straightforward.
Yeah.
But the original Twit Longer about that, which came out, I guess, over a year ago now.
Funny how it works, yeah? Someone, sometimes, just sometimes, if enough big people decided to cancel someone, quote unquote, right? That thing happens, and people suffer the damages, and everything explodes. But sometimes, when it might actually be true, and enough people don't want the truth to be out, it just does not happen. The story happens, a year passes, nothing happens about it. Everything goes just as normal, and nothing changes. The accusations came out. Some stuff happened as the accusations came out. Some stuff happened. Okay, I need to. Which is the last sub? Give me a moment. Starry Night. Yeah, Starry Night. It's the last one, effectively. But yeah, nothing happens. Nothing. No one's reputation gets hurt in the long run. Everything just goes hunky dory, and everyone will live happily ever after. Funny how internet works sometimes, isn't it?
From Adriana, got shoved down, and kind of got stopped talking about very quickly. Why?
Obviously.
Well, I guess we found out from this train tweet, and this was uncovered by Adriana herself on her stream and many other people's streams. Well, Ms. Kiff sent Maya and Mitch Jones to cover it up. AKA, I guess they went to Adriana and asked her to speak more nicely about Crazy Slick than she might have wanted to. Speak less honestly about the incident so that it wouldn't hurt Crazy Slick as much.
Yeah, obviously.
And that was a way of kind of shoving it down.
Obviously.
Which is a terrible thing to do, because after that, Crazy Slick did not stop doing bad things.
It's
I
a
mean, look at
god-awful
the
thing to
DMs
do.
that he shared with another streamer, Fan. I'm showing you my dick. I don't care. I'm horny. Are you going to consent before I get canceled? Nope, no consent. Dicks are ugly. Suck my dick, pussy. If we ever meet, you're done. On sight, you're getting bent over immediately. Your hair is getting pulled so hard you're chokeslammed while I thrust you from behind. That's a funny word. I'm sorry. That's what I'm laughing at. GG.
Thrust. Yeah, that's kind of the thrusting is kind of a funny word.
Look at you. You should write a fanfic with this literotica shit. Why the fuck would that mean I'd send you nudes? Most girls do. Actually, yeah. Sorry, I misread. I thought you were kind of a slut. Terrible messages, right? Like, totally
yeah.
inappropriate
No.
messages. And I think there's been even more messages that have come out that he sent. Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's.
that is unasked for, unwanted.
The fact that the fact that you wait, why did I snort there? Okay, the fact that you're called crazy does not automatically mean the fact that you're called crazy does not automatically means you need to act like a crazy piece of shit. That's not what it means.
And clearly is somebody who is not a great person in the space.
I'm terrified. Bunny Bun Bun. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
The women who were around, at least the Austin area, feel safe.
Yeah.
The exact opposite.
Yeah.
And
I know it's like a normal thing to say. I know it's like an obvious thing to say, but guys, let's be respectful. Let's be respectful about this. None of that shit. Let's be just respectful. Okay. Good luck with that. But yeah, let's just, guys, if anyone in the chat right now, just let's be respectful. When you talk to someone, anyone, let's just be respectful about this. None of that kind of behavior. I don't think it's not obvious. Okay, I thought some things were obvious, right, on the internet, and I discovered that a lot of people don't know those obvious things. So I'm gonna be saying the obvious thing. When you talk to someone, obviously calling them a slut in the face is not exactly the best idea ever. And calling them other things like that is not the best idea ever. Not the best. Like, absolutely not. Yeah, Twitch drama is mind-boggling to me because usually when Twitch drama happens or when any content creation drama happens, some dirt gets fucking dragged out.
I
They
don't know, man. I personally don't care if anyone calls me a slut.
that's fine. Some people, but Ren. Usually what happens when in that scenario, you consented to that.
Okay, that's true. I don't even know what we're talking about. All I know is that we're watching Mogul Mail, most likely, because we're talking about internet drama.
Yes. So effectively, what happened is we're talking about the video about the crazy slick situation,
Uh,
the one that Miskiv allegedly was covering up. That one, yeah. And there was the
Crazy
situation
Slick,
where
yeah.
Crazy Slick was like, "Oh, you see, I thought you were kind of a slut to a person who didn't want that." So I'm just saying
Oh
that.
my god, he said that?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just think that we should personally burn him at the stake.
People
say?
people already do that, or already doing that just fine.
Yeah, I know. It's like, dude, that's insane. You just, the worst things that you could say in that situation, and they just say it.
Yeah, all of the poor things. I just watched. I just watched like the some of the things. Obviously, Ludwig said some of these things. Like he's read some of these messages, and it's just when you see a definition of a fuckboy, right? Every
That's
single
just what he is.
every single thing said by like a very fucking the most obnoxious fuckboy in existence, like under the
Is
fuckboy, every
yeah.
single thing you can say under the fuckboy umbrella, he said it.
Yeah, it's like yeah, he's not. And then Miz is like, he's feeling very entitled for Adriana to give him a response to everything that's happened when he's not owed that. And he's like, and he feels like he does because he's Slick's friend. And it's like, no, you're just making yourself look worse. Please shut the fuck up.
Miz is a fake bitch. Let's
He
be-
is.
She's a f-
And that's a lot of what like the streamers like him are, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know too.
feel
I know too a lot of these things because I did exist. Unfortunately, I did observe. I don't know about recent stuff, but I know how people like him operate. Especially the
bigger
big,
streamers are
the
just and then I had to find that out the hard way too when I was friends with some bigger VTubers, like not like Kenji or like V Shoujo level or anything like that, but it was around there. But
yeah. There are some people out there that can climb high because of their ability to abandon all moral all
yeah, for
moral
sure.
standings and all actual of their opinion and be fake as shit in the process. Just rise up because
Yeah,
it's such a widespread likability.
dude, I
Oh yeah,
just
the fact that Misk finally got kicked out of OTK is probably
yeah,
Asmon.
yeah,
It's probably
he did.
Asmon's idea. It's probably Asmon.
Yeah, I think it was, and the fact that he's also like just one of the people that have like made OTK what it is, it's kind of funny in my opinion. Uh, how does one get to talk with the observer? You sleep with him and Deja.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the. Honestly, I sleep in the live. I just sit in the live room for like VTubers right now. Where I'm in the server. I decided to do the live
We
room.
have like this little group, like this little friend group, and if he wants people to come in, people usually come and crash in. I didn't.
Yeah.
I saw Ludwig, so
Yeah, we've just been watching like a few heavier topic videos right now, and we're watching Mogul Mail. Because this is a video I've been curious about. Honestly, I watched like some parts of video from Charlie, right, about the situations that
Moist,
revolved them.
yeah.
Yeah, Moist. But I think
Me too.
Ludwig has the one of the way better ways to convey that information because I think
I think because Carly just tells it as it is, and Ludwig is more like I don't know. He's got more of a range, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
of handling the
yeah.
situation.
Charlie
And
is a sarcastic little shit.
yeah,
We
I
know
like
this.
watching both of them.
Yeah,
I
Charlie
just
is
like both
yeah,
of their tones.
yeah.
I
I
feel
do
like I'm
like this
getting the
one.
story.
Yeah, but we both know Charlie is kind of a sarcastic little shit.
I love him for it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's why he's so popular.
he's amazing, but it still sometimes doesn't really convey the tone of the situation. So yeah, I prefer watching Ludwig than I watch Charlie. Sometimes Charlie than Ludwig. It depends.
Both of them.
Yeah, but yeah, this whole situation is honestly has been and it's the fact that it's the ladder of controversies and things still continues to this day is kind of amazing to me.
Yeah, it's like it's just how the hell do they keep screwing up? I don't understand. And you think that like with everything going on, they'd be more cautious,
No,
but no.
Yeah, it's just every single part of the dirt is being slung. That's why I did that. That's one of the reasons I don't really like the big. I both enjoy and don't enjoy the big influencers controversy because whatever dirt.
I like watching it crash and burn because
Yeah.
it's like I've been saying it from the get go that I don't trust and I'm not a fan of so many content creators and so many people gave me shit for it. Like, why? Why would you? They're good, and I'm like, yeah, sure, but they're two faced. How would you
I
like ever met anyone like this?
Yeah, thing is, I personally believe that yeah, people think because Ashborn in the comments, right? People think that people think because they are big, they can get away with it until they don't.
Yeah,
It's just yeah.
exactly.
I think what's happening in a lot of these instances is that when they have like big influencers fight each other, the other party most likely has dirt on them, so the dirt gets slung back and the message gets completely diluted and everything explodes.
Yeah, that's the other thing because like, when Miz wanted to hear about what happened and Adriana wasn't comfortable with it, he goes out of his way to try to get like a woman to go talk to her and send somebody else that trusts that was like that she was only in contact with. And then, you're kind of playing a game of telephone at that point. Not to mention it's kind of sus as is doing that, even though she wasn't comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, I think.
It's kind of like,
Shinzo. Thank you for the follow, Shinzo. Thank you for the follow.
so
Shinzo,
true,
she's not following.
bestie.
Yo ho, yo ho. Also, the fact that the funny thing that happened just now, one person from Myra's chat, right? He found Myra from the other people from that mimic or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is when he finds streamers is he comes the fuck on and gifts like 10 subs.
And the dips.
No, yeah, he might be still here, but he gifted me exactly 11 subs right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, some people like that exists. Fucking some people like that exist. I know. I just
Yeah,
comment.
no, my viewers just need the validation to donate stuff. I called my friend during stream as a joke, and at the very end, she's like, "By the way, go gift Renforia 50 subs," and I hung up on her immediately because I know that if they hear that, they're gonna try it.
Hey, they will absolutely try it, and they will absolutely do it. They'll absolutely do
They,
it.
they probably would. I just that's a lot of money, my guy.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I'm kind of still shocked by the fact. Love you, Legionary, but God fucking damn it, man.
So true.
It's just a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and I don't. Look, it's like this kind of thing when you just kind of starting out and when you don't really know your strength and you just kind of sit there and watch people file in and just go like, what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
What the
It's like I want people to come in, but then once they do, I'm like, oh god, I didn't think this far ahead.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm just watching Ludwig make a face. What the fuck are you doing here?
So true. If I sound like really sleepy, I'm so sorry. It's because I can't. I first woke up, looked at the server, and then I saw you in here. So it's
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Feel free to stay as much. I always like someone to have someone to chat when I'm like watching videos and shit because I do have like a lot of like videos on left. The next one is Saints Row reboot, and I really want to see how much of a shit show that is because I saw some clips. I saw some clips,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and Jesus Lord, Jesus Lord,
What reboot?
Saints Row.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You're gonna watch with me. You're gonna watch with me. How does one become
Okay.
good? Yeah. Once we finish the idol thing we're doing right now, Bunny, maybe we'll be good friends. By the way, Bunny is one of the people. While everyone is here, Bunny is one of the people who's participating in effectively my first cover project. Well, not mine, others people,
Epic. That's cool.
but I'm participating in that. And I also dragged Kiwi into this.
So true.
I dragged Kiwi into this. Did
Yeah, dude, I just don't sing.
I don't sing usually at all, but I decided to try and decided to go better. Oh, right. Legendary also gifted like Myra 25 subs before that.
Yeah, I expect that from Myra. Nut.
Thank you for the nut, Peppermint. Fuck.
Yeah, I expect like people sending everything and their grandmas their way to Myra because YouTuber.
Myra is Myra is cool. Myra is cool. I think she's Twitter wife.
No, she's not. We've talked about this.
I have I have to I can have several spouses.
Yeah, but Myra wasn't in the three-way, so should have thought about that.
Ugh. That's fair. Okay.
Normally would be on Crazy Slick.
Okay.
Clearly is someone who should not be in this sphere, right? And
That's one of the things.
Shit, can you screen share your screen to me?
Yeah. So you can actually see this
Yeah, I can actually see it.
live on stream. Give me a moment.
Yeah, the lag, and I have to turn off the audio so that I don't hear myself echoing.
Yeah. Feel free to.
Thank you.
Yeah, feel free to. Feel free to watch that. I'm gonna return back.
quick little side thing over here. Crazy Slick, also irrelevant to this, someone who deals with depression, was suicidal, was missing all yesterday, which was another concern.
Yeah, I heard.
Was found. If anybody heard about that, that's all clear. He is found. I think he is going to be safe now. I sent him this message as well because I don't want people to die, but I
Obviously.
don't think he should be in this space. I think it's so simple. The same problem happens in the Smash community. You make people feel unsafe in a community, you just leave the community. The world is very, very big.
You can find yourself another place easily. Whatever you
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. There's so many things you could do, and that's exactly what Ludwig is about to get into. It's like there's so many things. Like honestly, just being a Twitch streamer who does this stuff, like it's just the smallest scale. I know it's the most popular, but there's so many other things you could be known for.
Yeah.
Don't sit here and let that be what it is.
Like I myself, like right, I'm doing like I'm not even like a big Twitch streamer at this point. I myself doing like singing. I myself doing like gigs, voice acting gigs, and trying other things because
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I personally want to be creative. That's my main reason. I don't want to get into drama. I don't want to get into anything else. I just want to be creative, and I want to give you everyone who watches me and like participates in my stuff. I want to give them something to like alleviate the pressure that they have on from daily life, right? That's why you
Yeah.
watch shit. You want to watch someone do random crazy shit, and you want to just kind of enjoy yourself and feel like you appreciate this kind of thing. A distraction. I'm a walking
Yeah.
distraction.
For me, it's like, yeah, I do like looking into commentary and stuff, so I don't mind talking about those kind of topics, but I also like to do them in a creative aspect too. So I kind of really just sat there and said, why not both?
Yeah, why not both? Exactly. That's why a lot of people do like a lot of different things, and a lot of people like. There's two people, right? There's two kinds of people I think that are content creators. There's kinds of people who ride the trends constantly, like never-endingly
Yeah.
to ride trends, and they kind of ascend to the top Because obviously more people come in, more people watch the trend stuff, more people stay around. It's effective. Not not not,
Yeah.
not dissing anyone. And there's the other type of people who I think are just taking these things and kind of putting their own personality on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like say when it comes to MMO space, right? There's a guy named Josh Strive Hayes. He's a British guy. He does a lot of like commentary stuff on like the MMO games, right? And he
Yeah.
attracted a lot of attention because he does it in such a detailed, such a well thought out manner. Because he just takes the usual commentary review channel and just kind of spins it on his own. And he's one of the I watched him do a reaction, quote unquote, reaction video. It was hilarious. He watched the reaction of Asmongold to his reaction to his video, right?
Oh my god. So
Yeah,
true.
and he went on tangent like every 5 minutes. He rewound video three times. So his video of Asmongold's video ended up being 3 hours.
That's amazing.
Because he just went on complete tangents in completely other direction, and then later he did a reaction to Zepla reacting while he reacted to Asmongold reacting while he's reacting to Zepla reacting to him reacting to everything reacting.
Hilarious. I would do something like that.
Yeah, he does that. He's a Brit. He does that kind of thing, and everyone loves him for it. We're gonna watch his video
British
later, by the way.
people.
Yeah, New World. New World was such a fucking mess too.
Twitch live streaming sphere, very, very small. All right, very irrelevant to the whole world order. And you, all right, are lucky enough that you're not going to jail. What you should do now is apologize to those you hurt. That's exactly what
Yeah.
we sent him. Leave the small part of the internet where the hurt was caused so that they can feel safe here. You don't have to feel safe here because you shouldn't feel safe here because you make people feel unsafe here.
Ludwig.
And then take this as an opportunity to be a new person, a better person. All right, not the person that you were. A second
So
lease
true,
on
Ludwig.
life in a way. All right.
Will everyone take that kind of opportunity? I don't think so. There's a lot of
I
people.
don't think they're gonna listen to a lick of what he's saying right now.
I don't think everyone is capable of change. Like I don't think so.
True, not everyone's capable. I used to think that everyone was capable of change, and then I met toxic men when I was like 14, and then I realized, yeah.
Yeah,
people-
I think ultimately not a lot of people. The main reason, in my opinion, people are incapable of change. Some people because they do not consider any of what they're doing a problem or any of their. They do not consider
Exactly. If
their
you
bad.
can't address
Yeah.
like the problem, then that's the first step of getting better. Then
You gotta admit
you're
it's a
kinda-
problem. You gotta admit it's a problem. You gotta
Yeah,
admit it.
exactly.
Nobody's going to be able to help you with a problem if you yourself is going to turn away and say it's not a problem, it's a feature. It's like Bethesda with their fucking bugs. It's not a bug, it's a
It's not really
feature.
that big of a deal. It's not really that much of an issue. And then you just look at them like, are you on crack?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I think in the psychological health field myself, right? I train for that. I do that kind of thing sometimes, because I have like a lot of different jobs these days. Because the world is hard. You gotta know how to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a lot of people, for a lot of people, it's a really big journey on its own to like sit down and realize, man, this is fucked up.
So true.
It's such a journey. Like even biggest part of like therapy to begin with, biggest part of this is this 40% of time to sitting down with a person and then going through with that until they just kind of lean back, stare at the ceiling for 3 minutes and go, fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Hang
that.
on. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I will be right back in like 2 seconds. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go
Yeah, yeah.
really quick.
It's cool.
but
It's
I'll
cool.
still be here.
I am good, Shinzo. I'm talking about other very different topics right now. Very, very various topics. There's gonna be an interesting YouTube video, and that's gonna be cut down into a video. We're watching Ludwig's video. Twitch is collapsing also. Yeah.
right, and be a positive member to society. That's what I said to him, and he should no longer be in the streaming sphere, plain and simple.
Yeah.
The attention of this was barely on Crazy Slick, and barely on Adriana's story. All right, why? Because it was really on Mizkif.
See, that's another thing I hate about the situation. I'm sure Ren will hear this when she's back, but for fuck's sake, can we just stop doing this whole attention grabbing thing? Not we, but like people. Can they stop doing the whole attention grabbing thing? Because ultimately, this story was about a victim, right, and about someone who should be not in this kind of space, should be out of this space, right? Banned or deplatformed, however you call it. As long as he's out, everyone's okay. Hopefully, everyone's okay. Everyone can recover from this. That's the main point. But no. That's not how the internet works, does it? You have to have the drama of the week. So instead, oh, nice. Have fun returning home, Batman. But yeah, you can't just stop on the fact that you need to like take out someone who's not supposed to be there, right? You can't just stop there. You have to go and completely detract all the attention from the actual problem at hand towards someone who's irrelevant here. Like, I mean, not irrelevant, but not like directly connected. Miskiv effectively grabbed the entire attention of the place. He grabbed the entire attention of the internet. He grabbed the entire everything. He successfully dragged the drama about an actual problem onto himself and his incredible suffering, whatever the hell that was. He dragged his company's reputation through the mud, effectively, with this entire thing. He had caused a lot of setbacks for a lot of people for this, I don't know, for this 1 minute of fame or something like that. And he probably continues doing what he was doing. I don't think this piece of shit will really learn from this. I do not think so. Because he's still gonna get mad cash unless I don't know anything. He's still gonna mad cash. He's still gonna get fans, people defending him. Because of course they will. People like what they're like. Nah, it's fine. What it's not fine is the fact that every single situation, every single part of that attention for that situation that was brought up was directed at Miskiv.
A huge Reddit thread about this and a bunch of tweets about this clip that surfaced from Miz.
I don't think there's a single person that we used to hang out with that doesn't hang out with Slick anymore because of what happened. I actually think there's literally none. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking like sexual harassment, right? I mean, like no one of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit.
This is Miz speaking way too candidly and way too stupidly about sexual assault, saying it's low scale, like there's a tier list that we have to drop every year on what sexual assault we need to rank S tier, what sexual assault we need.
Fuck me.
We need to rank F tier. I mean,
that's another thing. When you're a streamer, right? When your entire craft, effectively, whatever, high and mighty craft, when an entire job of your doing here and like me talking to you guys, when your entire job revolves around talking, you have to take a pause, take a breath, and consider what you're gonna say next. you gotta really consider it, because everything you say is now on the internet. Everything I say is now on the internet. It's gonna be on the internet because I'm gonna cut this fucking stream up and make it a video, right? It's gonna be forever on my YouTube channel. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. I should really consider everything I'm saying. Some people say Miskiv. They don't consider what they're saying. They don't consider at all what they're saying. And some of these situations, they're just kind of sexual assault is not that bad, or something like that. It's lower on the tier list. What the fuck does that mean? Lower on the tier list. Like, it's one of those situations where it sounded better in my head, but then it came out of my mouth, and I'm like, oh, fuck. It's kind of again, it's not in a bad sense, but it's the same thing as me sitting here and saying like without thinking, I'm gonna say like I got after I on my yeah. After my Final Fantasy 14 on my Final Fantasy 14 stream.
It's like me saying I'm gonna go start World War III.
No.
What? Why not? Give me
Don't
one good reason.
start World War 3.
And what's stopping me? The government?
Kind of, yes. Also me. I will probably die.
Oh.
Please don't keep.
Why would you die? That's not.
It's a little. You know what? Speaking about the whole misclip, let me rewind it a little bit, because this is perfect. This is the perfect this is the perfect example of how you need to like really think about what you're saying before you say this as a streamer.
So true. Even in a stream, bro. And then they caught him in 4K.
No one, of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit.
This is Miz speaking way too candidly and way too stupidly about sexual assault, saying it's low scale, like there's a tier list.
Tier list, yeah, tier list, dude. Today.
Sexual assault is sexual assault. Sorry, as someone who has been essayed multiple times in my life, there is none worse than the other. No matter what, it's gonna traumatize you.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah.
You feel like you're the problem. You feel like you're less than a person now.
Yeah.
And especially when that shit happens to you in a moment where there's nothing you can fucking do about it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to her. And you can tell this shit irritates her more than anything, because it's like nobody believes her. That's the worst thing about
The
it.
feeling of helplessness. There's a feeling of helplessness spreading across the entire situation and outside of that situation, and nothing is worse than that. Nothing is worse than that. That feeling
There's
of
nothing worse than literally
utter
like I said,
hopeless
because
helplessness.
it has taken me so long to even address that shit's happened to me, because I just I force myself to forget it. It's like, you know, I arrived home safely. Good, amazing. I'm so happy for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like, I'm not saying that sarcastically either. I'm just on a tangent. It's like the fact that you would sit there not even knowing the half of it, because you're blinded with the rose-colored lenses of this is my homie, makes you the biggest jackass there is right now.
Yeah, I think-
and makes you look incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Observer.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about also. When you're a streamer, when your entire job revolves around talking on the internet and being recorded talking on the internet, you have to really stop, even for a second, and really consider what you're gonna say next time you're gonna open your mouth. Because
Get that it irritates you, my guy, but really think for a second, is what your take gonna be justified?
Yeah. Really consider the broad scale of it. Like, just step back and listen to yourself. Try to listen to these words inside your head. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hopefully drawing in the background while I listen to this, because I told someone I would get this done.
Yeah, it's fine.
Rank S tier. What is sexual assault? We need to rank F tier. And
It's just so fucking stupid.
Showed that
It is. It's
he
like
was
so dumb.
not only protecting someone who sexually assaulted someone, but also very callous about the entire
Yeah,
situation.
that's the thing. I think that's the worst thing about this to me too. Also, he just doesn't give a shit, and
Doesn't. He really doesn't care. This is all about him.
yeah. Even like the thing I said also while you were gone. The whole fucking shebang about the drama coming out. Miz was the center of it for some reason. Why the fuck was he the center of it?
Yeah, because he made himself the center of it by doing all the dumb shit that he did.
Like it's almost sometimes I think it's almost like on purpose because the attention from Crazy Slick, the attention from the actual victim of the situation, all of it just got flipped out on the good old Miz, good old
Yeah.
Miz. It's
It's
just
even like people are like listening into calls with just Miz and his buddies, and it's like nobody's really taking the time to add Adriana. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
what about her? Why can't she defend herself in this situation? You guys need to debate it.
yeah, it's just there's a lot of participants in that, and for one thing I'm glad about is that Asmund. He's one of the only normal people at the top, I think. Like he's one of the only normal
Yeah,
people.
decently normal. I think
Decently
that's why
normal.
he's more like people don't really know his name, but then when you see him, you're like, oh yeah. So, but that's good, you
Yeah.
know, because it makes him a lot less like these jackasses.
Yeah. He's not the one to ride the trends. He's just doing his own thing, and everyone lets him for doing his own thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it gave him a lot of reasons to like kick out a lot of like unsavory elements,
So true.
which is good, amazing. OT,
Yeah.
the fact that he managed
You
to
know,
actually got
it is
a
what
reason.
it is, and
Yeah,
as long as people give attention to the actual victim in this situation,
yeah.
you've got my
Please do.
respect.
Yeah, please
That's
do.
it.
Please do. Every time you have to like make sure someone is all right. Like I already said, as long as they should have stopped there, they
Okay.
should have stopped at that situation. As long as victim is all right, as long as the person is gone, right, not around the victim, not interacting, gone.
Let me also be clear because it was an issue with like Crazy Slick is known for wanting to like it's like harming himself and threatening to take his own life and maybe has attempted before. I don't really know to say. That is an essential thing too. I don't care how scum of the earth you are. Well, obviously I kind of do. Like if
No
you
matter what kind of
like,
scum of the earth you
like,
are, I don't really want anyone to die. Like I don't.
yeah, I don't want anyone to die. I don't
Yeah.
think you should die for this. I just think you need to take a step back.
Not only
I
need to
think
take a step
I
back,
think
but
it's really
also
good
yeah,
that people went and looked for him to make sure that he was okay. At the same time, it's almost kind of selfish the way that, like, of course, I understand from also someone who has attempted to game end themselves.
yeah.
Like, I get that. I get how it feels in that moment. You're not really thinking of others or yourself. You're just, well, you kind of are thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how fed up you are.
Yeah,
But at the
it's
same time, it's like you need to take a step back and think about others because in reality, him doing this is so bad for multiple reasons.
that's actually kind of that's actually a good point. In psychology, when you're in such a state, like when a lot of people say, when you're such a state, you have to try to ground yourself with like thoughts of others. What will happen to like if you have like a mother? What will happen to my mother if she has to bury
Yeah,
if she,
exactly.
if she has to bury her own child? What will happen to my girlfriend if she discovers that I'm dead or something like that?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
exactly the kind of things that grounded me after some time when I went through those things because my mother, when she was there, she was very distraught and told me, like, I would not be able to live without you. I know that you have siblings, but I would not be able to live without you.
yeah,
And it's
it's
like the last thing I'd want to do is hurt my mom.
yeah.
So it's like those kind of things grounded me for sure.
Mhm. Another thing is that definitely a lot of people like it's like crazy like they need help, they need mental help, like because this is not
Clearly, he needs to like see someone. He needs to go
yeah
to like a ward or something.
this is not healthy behavior. This is
Yeah,
flipping
and I'm not
behaviors.
saying that
Yeah,
to be a dick or because I dislike him or anything. That's just genuinely the case. If
that's
you are
concerning.
doing shit like that, you
That's very
need to
concerning.
get yourself some help.
Yeah, that's concerning. That's just simply concerning, especially considering if it all flips back down to like complete mental devastation and I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
myself.
you're like a
Yeah,
danger to yourself, you
yeah, danger
know?
to everyone around you, around yourself. You gotta get help. A lot of people. That's one thing I find very very annoying. A lot of people say to themselves, "No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine."
It's like, oh, well, and the funny thing is you saying that, that is so true. That is literally how people are when they do that shit. Because it's like, oh, well, it didn't work. I guess I have to keep going.
Yeah,
Because that is your mindset. You're like, okay, well, that didn't work.
I'll
Oh,
be
well.
fine.
And
I'll be
then
fine. Yeah,
you're
I'll be
just kind
fine.
of like a ticking time bomb at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like, you're not going to try again anytime soon because you've seen the consequences. But it's like, when you get that bad again, because you will be able to, and if you don't have the tools necessary for handling that,
Yeah, no mental
you will
support,
go you
no
will go
tools.
masked off again.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's honestly a mess.
A little insult to injury, a little dirt in the wound. Right around the same time this is all unfolding, Ice Poseidon, who, by the way, renowned piece of shit and should not be revered in any way for
Never liked
exposing
Ice
someone
Poseidon.
since he has
Yeah, Ice
been
Poseidon is a
a
piece of
great
shit.
member of any
Honestly, Ice Poseidon, he is a piece of shit that dug his own grave in a lot of ways. I watched the several
The inter-
recounting videos
like
about.
the Bitcoin thing. I know him from that.
Uh,
There's like a million of the Andrew Tate shit.
yeah, I also know him from the infamous vlogs where he basically doxed himself constantly and then expected people to like comment and shit.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yeah, and like he wrote on his own basically how I heard someone say that he wrote to fame on his own grave basically.
So true.
community. Released a bunch of DMs between him and Ms.
Oh yeah,
where he's just saying every slur under the sun. I mean, he goes through them all, and this is all ranging in 20.
yeah, that's very Bunny Bun Bun. I watch sad
Oh
clips
yeah,
to
that's
try
right.
to.
Biz was like caught saying a ton of slurs. It was
Oh yeah.
insane.
Yeah, Bun Bun. I hate crying though, but if I don't do it once in a while, I feel like I'm taking a bomb. Emotions are healthy. Emotions are healthy. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. As someone who is a fucking cries over the dumbest shit all the time, it's okay to cry.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay. I know it may feel like, oh man, here I go again, crying my eyes out. Like at the same time, it's like it's healthy to do that. And maybe it's good for your skin.
It's also someone spiritual I know said that by crying we kind of release all the sorrows inside of our consciousness in the through these things, and it just kind of washes away. It clears the mind, clears everything. Uh, it's a good way to
Okay.
think about it. It's a good way to think about it when it's like release. It's the same thing to me. It's like the same vein to like when you play some like rage inducing game and you go like yeah on that game
And you start crying? Yeah, me too.
and you're just not gonna and you released all that anger about something and you're not and you can feel clearly about like an annoying situation. But if it's gonna build up you're gonna drop a fork and you're gonna rage out. Some people
Yeah,
just
I know
have
it's
that kind
annoying when people see other people rage during video games, but for me, I think it's important to be able to make light of whenever you do get angry. Like, of course, letting that anger out's valid and stuff. But if you're also able to be lighthearted and not take that anger too seriously in the end, that's an essential part to being a real rager.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I played something before, either a game or something with a channel, and I'm like, I got annoyed. I started getting annoyed at this because I genuinely was annoyed, and I openly said I'm getting fucking salty. I'm so fucking salty right now. So this is like this is how you make fun of yourself, being like, man. And then after you say that after out loud and after you kind of admit to it, it feels like, oh, this is dumb. Why am I angry? I should be.
Why not get mad? Yeah, exactly. I totally understand that.
Why am I bad? I should be laughing. This is funny. Me being like legitimately so fucking salty about the.
So true. Me too. That's I when I get mad, I still can't like get fully mad. So I'm like already making light of this shit. and then I'll say like some dumb shit, and everyone will be like, Renee, and I'm like, these hoes have to learn the consequences to their actions.
Yeah, exactly. Humor is such a good thing sometimes, honestly, when you really wanna really get down to it, because through humor can talk about our pain. Through humor we can make fun of it, kind of just trivialize it a little bit to be able
Me
to like
too.
comprehend it a little bit more. It's good. It's good.
2019 and 2018.
Yeah.
So past 3 or 4 years after he was already a sizable streamer. Like terrible stuff. And to be clear, Miz can
Yeah,
talk about his
exactly.
streaming before.
I love
He used
how
to say
he
slurs.
laughed at him.
He had a meme tag. He said, I used to say slurs. I was very edgy, and I've changed. Whether he changed because he had to, because it's the times, and that's the only way to become a successful creator, or because he wanted to morally. Either way, good to change. But it is much different to say you used to say slurs and then look at the way that you said slurs, right? That's a lot. It's a lot realer. It's a lot harder to stare at, and it's a lot harder to accept.
Yeah.
And especially because the people that he told were his viewers, this is much different. The people who are seeing all these DMs now are no longer his viewers. I don't even really think I can show these, but it is N word, it is F slur, and it is
Saw it on
derogatory to
Twitter.
other minority groups. It's everything. It's the whole Mary Poppins bag, and he reached in deep for it.
Some people are just like, gotta play Pokemon with slurs, gotta catch them all.
I know. He just really shows the person that he really is.
It is funny because 2 days ago he dropped this.
This kind of true. Kind of true. kind of true. Streamers are all garbage human beings.
Yeah.
Kind of true. We're kind of whack jobs, I admit.
I mean, I'm a garbage human being, and here I am.
Yeah, I think you have to after a certain point you have to admit that when you dedicate yourself to streaming and content creation, you're not really exactly 100% right in the head. There is no.
No, but so streamers getting by the best that they do, they're either a piece of shit or mentally ill. I
Yeah.
just think I'm a little bit of both personally.
Yeah, it's kind of you're not the most normal person when you find yourself in a position where you sit before your computer for hours and hours upon end and just talk.
I've got nothing else better to do.
Yeah, you just nothing better to do.
which is a
The fact that
sense.
Alinity responded to that, oh my god.
That's kind of where it was ending, right?
Was.
Different spats that were going on between streamers during
course.
all of this, relating to all of this, until today.
Of course.
Twitch dropped an absolute bomb. All right, maybe the greatest PR move they have made in the past.
And they immediately make a terrible one, so you know it is what it is.
5 years. Twitch has now banned gambling. All right, in response to the Slicker drama.
Oh my God,
and
they
the
finally
huge outcry that happened on Twitter and Reddit and everywhere else.
They finally smelled the burning ass. Finally
And even
smelled.
then, they didn't like fully dedicate themselves to banning all gambling.
Yeah, they
too.
just
had a
they
lot
they
of-
kind of decided to go halfway because it still gives them a lot of money. So it's
True,
like,
yeah, that's Twitch for ya.
yeah.
Twitch let out this.
This
statement
video,
that
the
gambling
stream is
content
being
on
watched on
has
Twitch,
been
by the way.
popular discussion in the community. We've reviewed our policy. Today we want to update you on our plan.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're
But-
going
but-
to be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette.
We're
horse
we're way
racing,
too small to be
foreign
noticed by
licensed
anyone anyway.
agriculture, and other
Yeah, it's
jurisdictions
definitely gonna
that
pick this
provide
up. They're a
sufficient
little-
consumer protection. The sites like Stake, Rollbit, Duelbit,
They've got bigger issues like TwitchCon.
Yeah. TwitchCon is a mess. Fucking, it's a fucking such a fucking
Oh
mess.
yeah,
Such a
Jay was
fucking
telling me
mess.
about it.
Trainers TV used the site that XQC used, the site that Drake used when he streamed on Twitch for a couple of hours, and it's a big change. It's a huge
It is a huge change, regardless of it. They might have not went fully into this, but these are the most popular sites you do that kind of thing with, right? And there's a
Yeah.
lot of sponsorships on like big streamers for that kind of thing, and they get like a lot of money from it because all of these bigger Twitch streamers, right? All of these Twitch is extremely top heavy, so all of these people who watch these big streamers most likely saw one of those sites one way or the other.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it is a fairly big change, I think, for the better. For the better.
change, and I gotta admit it, a huge win for Twitch at the tail end of a crazy tumultuous 2 weeks. And what was the CEO tweeting while Twitch was going for their slam dunk? So weird that Twitter doesn't save your drafts and there's no drafts at all on the website that I can find. Does anyone know why? Why don't you talk about things that matter, Emmett? I don't understand. Anyway,
Yeah. So it's
that's it. That is about everything that happened. What should come from this? Well, people should stop.
Ah
gambling.
man, poor Ludwig. He says the biggest move ever. He didn't know what will happen next.
We should have that
Yeah.
become a much smaller category on Twitch. In the past, it's been a top 5 category, top 10 category occasionally.
yeah.
It should quickly drop. That's a great thing. We should have Crazy Slick leave the streaming community.
Yeah.
You should do that. You can do anything. It's all right. If you move to Wyoming and work at a Best Buy, you can be a totally new person. All right, go join the Jet program.
That's a very specific example to do. Do you want to know to say something? why did what you mentioned like moving to Wyoming and becoming a Best Buy? Did you consider that yourself?
Why not?
I mean, yeah, why not?
better
But still,
person.
do you consider
Don't
that
be in
yourself?
the streaming sphere because it made people feel unsafe, and the people who felt unsafe should feel safe. Like Adriana should feel safe now. Right? That's just what should happen.
Imagine a Twitch streamer working at Best Buy, just like a guy walking in. Hello there,
That would
this
be
is
so funny.
this is Best Buy. Today we're gonna sell you this shit.
And Ms. Kiff,
Write in code
So
Best
you-
Buy.
I'm gonna make you a computer
Yeah.
at Best Buy.
Best Buy. Write the code Best Buy 117 to get this thing and give me more support.
True.
a lot to own up for. Now here's the thing, Ms. is Ms. In the sense that
Ms. is Ms.
he will never be canceled unless he's deplatformed, because you are never truly canceled as long as you keep creating content. And why would he ever stop creating
So
content?
true.
Because Ms. truly lives for streaming. So I
He's
don't
kind of the guy.
expect
Yeah, he's
for
the
him
guy.
to disappear. I assume he will just let it die down a bit, come back in 2 weeks, and there will still be a group of people who follow him. And he has to deal with this, which will last for the rest of his life. A lot of people, maybe even more people that follow him and more people that watch him, will always think of him as someone who either protected a sexual assaulter or is someone who is racist or homophobic.
Yeah, honestly, one thing about big streamers, since we're on the topic of gambling, I do think one of the biggest good things that happened about the whole Slick, not crazy Slick, just Slick, is Ludwig and XQC decided to actually give back the money.
Yeah, I
This
do
scam.
like that they did that.
Yeah, they did that. XQC, he's a weirdo. He's kind of a weird guy. Like I don't.
Yeah,
He's a weirdo.
I agree. I'm not the biggest XQC fan.
He's a weirdo, but if he at least he agreed to do that, I'm gonna give props where props are due. When you wanna give your own money, whatever he may be just rich enough to do it. Maybe just he doesn't give a fuck. That maybe it's just like that. But if you give yourself that chance, and you took the opportunity to actually do something good, when you could have just saved the money and not because it doesn't concern him, doesn't it? It doesn't concern him
Yeah,
outwardly, but he still took the opportunity to like team up with Ludwig to do this. I think
I
that's
think that was nice.
props where props are due, right? And that's also something I mentioned when Ludwig also mentioned after that if he's gonna take like a shitty mobile game ad to like give back money to people who lost the money, and I was like, oh, I didn't really consider
I
that
mean,
before.
yeah, in that case, it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't really consider that before. Because if like there's a charity I really want to give a lot of money to, right? I will take the mobile app things and I'll give the sponsorship. I'm gonna shield up once or twice, and I'm gonna fuel all that money into that charity, obviously, because yeah, that's for the better of others. I would chill out. I would chill
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It was. was, or maybe they'll think of him as is, and that's the reality that he'll have to live with, which I think is deserved for what he did. He even dropped a statement himself, which I'll take a look at here. It said, "We found Crazy
really
Slick is not
stupid
harmed," which we
statement.
talked about earlier. In terms of living situation, Crazy Slick has to leave, which is good. A little after Slick's misconduct came to light, I made some inexcusable statements, which is the one we showed today.
Obviously.
Adriana, I'm sorry for those statements, which is a due apology, but it should go to Adriana directly.
Something about these tweet longers so fucking irritates me so fucking much.
Yeah, Mace's tweet longer kind of sucked.
It's just. Why won't you do these things directly to somebody? Why would you just need to post yourself?
Because it's all about the publicity. It's about everyone making sure that he's sorry.
Yeah, it's such a. I don't know. It's such a just fake thing at this point.
So true.
It's just if I have to apologize to someone, if I said something like dumb shit, right, which is liable to happen at some point, I'm gonna say some dumb shit. It's gonna hurt someone. It happens. Like, right, we're just gonna learn from it. I'm not like the perfect human being or anything.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, I have to skedaddle for a bit because my brain is now consistency of baby food.
That's fine.
But if you're still streaming when I'm feeling better,
Probably gonna be around for a bit because I have a lot of videos to watch.
so true. I'll sit there with you. Don't worry. But I gotta go turn my brain off for a bit. Power saver mode, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Feel free to return anyway. You are now the part of the video, though. You're gonna be on my YouTube channel.
So true. Hi, YouTube.com. It is Renforia.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have fun. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Baby. Okay. Actually, no. I'll keep streaming. I'll keep streaming on this one, on sharing my screen, because why not? Why the fuck not? At this point, why the fuck not? Teach claps, yeah. Why the fuck not? I'm gonna do still here that one because yeah. YouTube gang, yeah.
Additionally, a series of private messages, the ones from Ice Poseidon, have been shown. I was a dumb, edgy guy who said a lot of stupid things to my friends.
Obviously.
It's cool, funny. I can't change what I've said, but I can change who I am now.
You can't. You're not changing.
So it's EK, and he apologized. So I think we'll see him lay low, come back in 2 weeks, and then try to stream as if nothing happened.
Yep.
That's usually how it goes.
That's usually how it goes.
Unless you get deplatformed, and the only person who should be getting deplatformed 100% is Slicker for scamming people out of $384,000.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you got to do, and then you're all set. Anyway, that's all.
You're all set.
Probably the longest Mogul mail yet. Did it in one take. Feeling great.
You're all set, huh? You're all set. It's been 23rd of September. I'm not gonna watch these videos, but that's just you're all set. Let's just.
By the way, in good news,
let's listen to this while it happened, but listen to it. Twitch is collapsing. The end of Twitch 2 weeks ago. This tweet. Everyone is leaving Twitch. The streamer and the drama does not stop. It's been 13 years ago. Huge cheating scandal. Also on Twitch. Cheating scandal got worse. Also on Twitch. Yeah. Twitch is all set.
YouTube side, while Twitch
all
is
set.
Loading, they have now monetized YouTube Shorts, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They also made it easier to join the partnership program. They created a creator music library where you can license music on your videos.
Yep.
Which is something that's always existed through third-party websites, think like Audio Jungle. But now
Audio
you can do
Jungle.
it through YouTube,
Yeah,
which I think
yeah.
makes it more accessible to people who might not have known that's that entire ecosystem existed.
Yeah. Obviously.
Pretty much
obviously, there's a lot of problems with people with the bots targeting your videos and shutting them down and copyright claiming and stuff. Like honestly, my videos I did from my VODs, right? From my me playing rhythm games, right? I played, if I'm not mistaken, it was a Monster Cat thing. I got a copyright claim on that because I played a game that included that music. I just got a copyright claim. I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck that happens, but I did. I did get a copyright claim because apparently you can't really get. You can't at this point. You can't play a game. It's not transformative enough for them. You can't play a game and get a copyright claim. I'm not gonna dispute it because I don't really give a shit about monetization on my channel, on my YouTube channel, because I don't really get it. I don't get monetized there, nor will I get monetized for a long time. But so I don't really care about these. But still, a thing that happened. Several of my videos, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 of my videos got like shut down entirely. But that's Nickelodeon and whatever. Fuck them.
The 45% split for YouTube is a little bit greedy, but it's already better than TikTok, so it's hard to complain, unfortunately. That's all, boys. Thanks for watching. Huge one. Hopefully it goes back to normal stuff and we can just talk about platform changes. Have a good one. Subscribe. Goodbye.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, but hope does die. Hope dies pretty quickly. Hope dies pretty quickly. Okay, so